Actually, you know what, let's do this. We were talking about this. Some of us were talking about Tolkien. So I actually have a poem inspired by Tolkien. I don't usually introduce a poem, but there is, Amanda Palmer is a musician, and she does a song, she was on several late night shows, about Judy Blume, which was, you know, a very censored book, and I did not read that when I was really young. I read that later, but anyway, it made me think. I was like, well, I should write about something that inspired me, and that was Tolkien, who I read for the first time when I was like 9 or 10. I went with 10, I can't remember exactly. When I was 10, I'd fold myself around you at night, press my arms across your hard ankles, run my fingers down your spine, fantasize about when I couldn't be with you. The way the Shire beckoned on spring mornings, its rounded houses awash with daffodil light, the flavor of second breakfasts at 11's, salty on my tongue, a delicious weight in my belly, the comfort I felt when Gandalf showed up, the grief when he wrestled the Balrog off the bridge so the company could flee to Moria. Everything else about being 10 is splintered. I know there was shouting that ripped through walls. I know blood from fights stained my pillows. I know I was so stressed I wore hives at school, yet I harbored something sacred. The awe at my first glimpse of Imaldris, its windows winking at dawn, the way the tree houses looked in Lothlorien, golden leaves cradling white lanterns like nests of fireflies, Minas Tirith's spiky turrets, the last defense from the Dark Lord. Tolkien stood in as a father I never had. He taught me honor means finishing a task, no matter how small you feel. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, but writing it while it canters down your spine. Strength isn't about physical feats, but taking that next step when you'd rather topple over. My mother didn't gift me love, but Middle-earth did. How Boromir sacrificed himself so the rest could flee. The way Legolas slid back the silvery strands of his hair to sing elfin songs about Mirkwood. Aragorn's determination to call forth the dead of Donharrow. The majesty of the Erlenlingus, the fearlessness of Faramir. Fanghorn and the Ents ripping retribution from Sauron. I didn't learn anything worthwhile from my splintered family, not from a stepfather who used my mother to sharpen his knuckles, not from a mother who twisted my love for her into wicked abuse, not from the uncle who slipped his hands inside my pants, not from my aunts who turned their noses up at my wildness, not from classmates who laughed at my shyness, or teachers who ignored the teal bruises, even though I begged them to save me. Most of all, I remember how Isildur's bane felt. The One Ring, heavy, like that whole year. The way things weighted me down. The evil eye of my mother like Sauron. The way I had to keep going like Frodo. The Nazguls who wore faces of my stepfather. The way I imagined Galadriel, ushering me onto the last ship to Valinor.